Good morning, Ms. Chin. Today we are going to present our Applied E-commerce Group Assignment 1. Our chosen topic is inclusiveness and the business is Tianyuan Farm. My name is Ang Yong Seng.
My name is Liu Wenxing.
My name is Tan Jun Si.
My name is Derek.
My name is Ivan Lau.
Thanks. And I'm going to talk about the digital transformation of how these Tianyuan farms start their digital transformation journey. During the years 2019 to 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted lives and businesses worldwide, making digital transformation a necessity. For Tianyuan Farm, this was a turning point. Before the pandemic, their sales were almost entirely physical through web markets or direct face-to-face transactions. Online orders were uncommon at the time, and since both the owners and the customers were not used to digital tools. But once strict restrictions were imposed, the farm needed to adapt quickly. They embraced digital platforms like Facebook and WhatsApp to stay connected with customers and manage orders virtually. Deliveries were then handled either by the owner himself or through logistics services. What started as a survival response has since become a lasting change. Today, online ordering and delivery remain central to Tianyuan Farm's operations, showing how digital transformation reshaped their way of doing business. So first is the platform support. I'll start with the platform support. According to my research, according to Business Today 2025 and MDEC 2025, Malaysia is taking a big step forward with the Malaysia Digital EdTech Initiative. This program, driven by the Malaysia Digital Economic Corporation or the MDEC, focuses on the adoption of advanced technologies such as the Internet of Things (IoT), Big Data Analysis (BDA), Artificial Intelligence (AI), and drone tech. These innovations are designed to transform agriculture into a more efficient, data-driven, and sustainable sector. At the same time, financial support is also being strengthened. The collaboration between CGC Digital Funding Societies, also known as Modalku, and FarmBite is opening new doors for farmers and agribusinesses. This partnership provides better access to the capital needed for sustainable operations and business expansion. It also ensures easier access to microloans, making financial inclusion more accessible even for small-scale farmers. From the owner's perspective, social media and digital platforms are already part of daily operations. Facebook is used for marketing and advertising, helping to reach more customers. Meanwhile, WhatsApp and Messenger allow customers to place orders directly, especially for pre-order items that are available but in limited quantities. Beyond that, the owner also benefits from a local farmers WhatsApp group where farmers share advice, updates, and support to strengthen each other's operation. However, when it comes to adopting a more advanced digital solution, the owner faces several challenges. One major issue is the adaptation gap. Moving from familiar tools like WhatsApp to advanced systems such as drone tech and IoT feels like a huge leap. Another challenge is being not tech savvy. As a member of Generation X with limited higher education, the owner is less exposed to digital skills compared to younger farmers. This creates a fear of disruption as there is concern that introducing new technologies might interfere with existing operation. Ultimately, the owner still values stability over taking risks, preferring to stick with proven methods rather than venturing into uncertain territory. And that's all for my part.
Okay, thank you, Yongsen. So let me talk about the digital infrastructure. So in Malaysia, digital infrastructure has become an important driver for inclusive business to improve their operation. For example, like cloud system allows more enterprise to manage record securely and with less paperwork, while e-wallets such as Touch and Go or GrabPay reduce reliance on cash and make transaction more convenient. So at the same time, high internet penetration enable rural entrepreneurs to market their products through the e-commerce and social media, reaching the customer far beyond their local area. So from our interview, the farm owners share their digital tools are mainly used to track farming expenses and income, while e-wallets like Touch and Go support daily financial transactions. So digital technology is also helping Malaysians enterprise with logistic and coordination. Like GPS and IoT applications support better monitoring of inventory and deliveries in real time. So for rural farms and small business, the Google Maps can increase the visibility and make it easier for customer to visit product sites, while the WhatsApp is widely used for direct communication and order update, building their stronger customer trust. So the farm owner also stated that they upload farm details and photo on Google Maps and often use the WhatsApp for location sharing to make customer visit for more convenient. Okay, next. And the third point is the fostering capacity building and long-term adaptability. So digital tools are equally important for learning and long-term sustainability. Like the applications such as the Microsoft Excel strengthen their financial planning and record keeping, while the online platform provide their opportunity for training and digital literacy development. Although many small or family-owned enterprises may face the challenges in adopting the new technology, but the long-term benefits include the stronger competitiveness and resilience in Malaysia's fast-changing market. So in line with this, the farmer owner admitted that as a Gen X operator, they struggled at first, gradually adapted, now using the Excel to manage account and customer record more effectively. Okay, next. Now, now we talk about the availability of skill, talent, and training. So Malaysia digital economy has also grown rapidly. The skills such as the basic digital literacy, e-commerce, artificial intelligence, and data analytics have increased productivity and income. So with the high internet access, the training is now more accessible even for rural communities and SMFE. So to build the digital talent, Malaysia follow a step-by-step approach. At the grassroots level, the PDI Center provide a free or low-cost training in ICT and entrepreneurship, aiming to close the digital gap between rural and urban areas. However, based on our interview with a farmer, they share the PEDI process felt too complicated. Instead, they chose to rely on free online talks and training, which they found easier and more flexible. So at the professional level, HRD Corporation plays a big role by funding certified training in areas like cloud computing and cybersecurity, with more than 1 million trains benefiting in 2023. Okay, next. So also the financial support in Malaysia is also provided through the MSME Digital Grant Madani, which offer matching subsidy for adopting digital tools. In our interview, the farm owner also mentioned that although the subsidy is modest, but it still help reduce the daily operating costs and allow them to invest more in digital projects or whatever. And the last point is collaboration pathway for strengthening digital capacity in inclusive farming. So the corporation also further strengthening their digital adoption. Institute like MARDI provide access to precision agriculture technology, while NGOs such as the Digital Green support farmers through the participatory video-based training, especially benefit women farmers. From our discussion with the local farmer, we also found that the informal networks such as the WhatsApp group are very effective in sharing knowledge and solving the problems together. So all in all, the Malaysia effort combine the training, financial support, and collaboration to make digital adoption more practical and inclusive. From what we observed in our interviews, farmers also see the digital tools as helpful, but they also want to program their are simple, affordable, and relevant to their daily needs. Okay, that's all for my part. I'll pass to the next presenter.
All right, thank you, Wenxing. Now I'm going to talk about what are the government support and policies. Before we start, we need to know about what are the government programs that are currently running on Malaysia. For example, MAFS is a so-called Malaysian agricultural food securities, and it provides the My Organic SOM, and it promotes the non-GMO and chemical-free farming for those farmers. Besides will be the MADA and Agropreneur Muda, for which they provide the youth participation via the R&D and offering the innovation in farming. Likewise will be the Pharma. It provides the market access like Agro Bazaar Online, Agro Caravan, and My Best Buy. Besides, with the MARDI. It will be the research and developments on the crude yields in Malaysia. For example, we provide the technical support, subsidies, innovation and sustainable practice, and crop varieties. Besides will be the Agrobank. It provides the agriculture-focused loans, and lastly will be the PPK. It is a area-focused farming authorities for those farmers. For example, Negeri Sembilan will be the PPK. It provides subsidies and input distribution from those states, for example, fertilizer distributions. However, we do find out that there will be some challenges under these government supports and policies. And we also find the information from the journals or case study we retrieve from the website online. It's about the challenges faced by the organic farmers in Malaysia. For example, will be the land tenure insecurity. It is because there will be no secure land rights, and it will discourage the long-term investment for those organic farmers, especially for those small holders. Likewise, there will be a labor shortage, for which there will always be a foreign workers dependence, and likewise, there will be a complicated work pass application. And even worse still will be the low local interest in farm work, because this is the hardness and exhausters of farming industry. Besides will be the costly and lengthy certification of those organic certificates, like for example, the SOM will take 2 to 3 years, and you need to pay annual inspection fees. And besides with the weak extension service, like the lack of technical expertise in organic farming or for those organic farmers, and there will be market challenges due to the low consumer awareness and affordability issues to those organic plantations. And there will be the limited exports for SOM due to the not recognizable features, and if it's not recognizable in the Singapore. Likewise, will be the insufficient financial aids for those certification, soil conservation, and packaging and storages. Lastly, will be the information gap due to the limited proactive outreach. Farmer always unaware and struggle in applying those matching grant for agro-based industry and sejahtera tani. Next slide. Now we come to the policy landscape. There will be a huge policy landscape, for example, National Agro-Food Policy 2.0. It's aimed to modernize smart farming, cluster development, green technology, and food security and market access for those organic farming and whole Malaysian farming industry. But there will also be a problem, for example, lack of awareness, and always benefit those large-scale commercial players with huge capital, technical, and skill levels. We do opine the opinion from the owners and the case study, and both of them agree on these issues. And it always face challenge for those smallholders. For example, certification burdens, insecure land tenure, limited financing, labor shortage, and inadequate technical training. However, we find out that owners and other scholars have provided some proposed improvements. For example, simplifying the regulatory process, expand access to grants, subsidies, and technical assistance, ensure the secure land tenure, and provide direct financial incentive for certification and production costs, strengthen the specialization training for extension officer, align SOM with international standards, and lastly, will be promote e-commerce platform and cooperative digital tools. The owners highlight that they need the financial support in order to help them to boost their operating future for their future development. That's all for my part.
Okay, thank you, Derek. Now I'm going to talk about geography and local specialties. First, let's look at the geographic advantages. Malaysia's tropical climate and fertile soils make it perfect for growing fruits like durian, mangosteen, and rambutan. This gives rural communities a natural competitive edge. With the rise of digital platforms, small farmers are less dependent on middlemen, which means fairer prices and more market transparency. For example, Shopee's Kampong Tani initiative allows farmers to sell directly online, reaching customers beyond just local markets. In our farm interview, the owner mentioned that our water-rich, muddy soil in Seremban is a geographical advantage, and it is especially good for crops like corn and bananas. And next, the cultural and local specialties. Malaysia's multicultural society produce a wide variety of food specialties that depend on local agriculture. Organic farms that supply fruits, herbs, and vegetables are essential ingredients. For example, Negeri Sembilan's famous gulai tempoyak is made using durian paste, linking farms directly to cultural cuisine. In Rembau, the local economy thrives on crops like oil palm, rubber, and tropical fruits. This cultural variation creates strong and diverse demand, supporting smallholders and preserving heritage. In the interview, the owner highlighted that their farm's signature crop has been durian for more than 30 years, making it not only a product but also part of local identity. Next, there are challenges in inclusive participation. Most small farms, they struggle to promote their specialties outside their immediate region. Marketing channels are weak and their demand mainly come from nearby customers. Even with digital tools like WhatsApp, most of the orders stay local. The farm owner confirmed this, saying that long-distance customers are rare, usually only old loyal buyers or people passing by. And to address these, there are two improvements we can look at. The first one is digital storytelling. A study shows that consistently posting videos and photos online improves brand image and raise awareness, and that will also attract new customers. In fact, 92% of consumers prefer businesses that use digital storytelling. This means that farmers can convert casual buyers into long-term loyal customers while also raising awareness of local specialties across regions. This awareness doesn't just help one farm, but can also benefit other smallholders producing complementary products. Second, farm-to-chef marketing. Studies suggest that when farms collaborate with restaurants and shops, they gain stable demand for their products. For example, if local specialty restaurants expand into new areas, small organic farms supplying signature produce like durian can access bigger markets. Collaboration among farms also ensures inclusiveness as different farmers contribute to a shared supply chain. And that's all for my part. I'll pass it to the next presenter.
Now I'll talk about the integration or inclusions in the local ecosystem. In Serembang Negeri Sembilan, the community is slowly becoming more open to inclusions and diversity in farming, especially through the My Organic Certifications program. This national program started in 2003 and promote farming without chemical and GMOs, focus instead on the environment and well-being of workers. Between 2003 and 2014, about 142 farms covering 1,757 hectares were certified. Today, the number is still less than 100 across the country, but Negeri Sembilan has made progress. For example, Mary Farm Enterprise in Serembang was certified with 2023 for raw leaf productions, and nearby districts like Rembang and Taping are also moving toward certifications with crops like oyster mushroom. This shows the local farming are open to more inclusive and organic practice. In terms of culture, Negeri Sembilan has the Adat Berbatian traditions, which value sharing worker together and multi-respect. This value support inclusive farming where everyone's role is respect. This also mesh well with organic farming, which look after both the worker and the land. Next, there are also programs that help farming. One example is APPGN SDG Community Farming Initiative. It offer out to 40,000 ringgit in support for each project. In 2023, 198 projects were carried out with more than 2,000 people involved, including 25 organic farming projects. This program build network where farmers can learn for each other and share resources. Farmers also connect through online platforms like Facebook and Instagram and through LG's university and cooperative. This network gives farmers more knowledge, training, and support, and help make farming more sustainable and inclusive for everyone. That's all for my part.
All right, thank you, Ms. Time, for listening to our presentations. Hoping that our